How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video here. We're going to be operating our log splitter today. We got winter's on its way and we need to get some firewood in. So we're going to be splitting some wood. And what I have here is this is a yard machine log splitter. This is not a very expensive log splitter. This is probably one of the cheaper ones on the market. It has a 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor on it. It has a 20-ton cylinder. To be honest with you, I've never found a piece of wood I couldn't split with this yet. And splitting wood has a lot to do with knowing how the grain goes through the wood. If you know your wood, you won't have any problem with a 20-ton press. 20-ton press has done everything I ever wanted it to do. This one has done it all. So I'm going to get you familiar with the log splitter. I'm going to show you up close a little bit more about it. Now this splitter could be ran this way, or you have a lever here you can turn over, and then you can pick this guy up and you can lock it into place in that direction, and you can split bigger stuff. Now this is stuff, if I had it up like that, that would be stuff that I really can't pick up. I could roll it in there and get it split. So let me show you a little bit more about the log splitter and we'll get on with this. Okay, to get you guys just a little more familiar with the machine, this is a 20-ton. It's a 20-ton. I have had this machine for over 20 years. I've never had anything that I really couldn't split. I bet I could count maybe 1 or 2 that gave me a rough time, but I still got them enough to where I can get them in my wood burner. It's vertical or horizontal, which you can stand it up or lay it down like it is right now. This is the cylinder. Now your ram is inside of here, and your ram is what pushes this wedge out against that plate right there. So when you pull your lever down this way, this wedge is going to come out, and it's going to crush that wood that's in between here and the wedge, which is pretty nice compared to a hatchet. I used to use a hatchet for many years before I got a log splitter, and I'm sure there's a lot of you guys, you young guys out there, that can still use the hatchet and do perfectly fine with a hatchet. But my tool of choice is this log splitter. I love it. Now this thing has an automatic when it goes in. When you put your ram in, you'll just push this back while you're getting your next log, and it'll pop out on its own once it gets under pressure on the way back, which is pretty nice. You got a filter there. There's your fill up right there for where you want to put your hydraulic. All your hydraulic fluid goes into this big axle down here. And then your motor's over here. That's the original motor was on this thing, Briggs & Stratton. And then your pump for that is right up underneath of there. That's your pump. Pretty easy machine to operate. Simple. You got an on button, turn it on, push your choke on, start it up, and it runs fine. I've only had one little problem with this, is the coil went bad on it. I changed the coil out, and really that's about it. Change the filter every once in a while. But it's a good little log splitter. Now, I pulled this lever right here out, pulled this pin out, and then you can pick your this whole thing up. You can pick it up, and this just locks it back into place down here. That's all that does there. And then once you get it up, you have another lock right here that locks the wedge up and down, the splitter up and down. So, but you don't need that right now. Now this thing, I need to get some new tires for it. Like I said, it sets in this spot 365 days a year. I need to get some new tires, get it cleaned up, probably put it in the garage and grease it and change the oil. But we're going to do some splitting some wood today, and I'm going to show you how this thing operates. Now, before I get this guy fired up, I want to explain something to you. Let's say we got a piece of wood and we got it on our splitter, and you have one of your kids standing here over to the side, or your wife or whoever, and they're standing over to the side and they're not doing anything, and they ask you, can I split the wood while you hold it? And I know this sounds bad, but you tell them absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Is because you are the only one that knows that this wedge here is cutting your fingers off. So if they're pushing this, and for some reason your hand gets in between this log and this sharp edge right here, whatever's between there will come off. Now if you felt it pinching your own hand, you might get it backed off in time. But do never let somebody else use this engager. You use this gauger yourself. That's one of the main things when we're running this log splitter, is whoever puts the log up here has to pull the lever and back the lever off. You do not want somebody else doing that for you. They are not helping you. This doesn't take much to hold this lever and this log into place. You do not want to cut your fingers off, and like I said, you're the only one that's going to feel that wedge right there cutting your fingers off. So I would suggest nobody touch this but the person who puts the log up there. So, that being said, we might be able to get some wood split here. Now, as you notice, I got a big old pile of wood up there, and I've been splitting on that. Every time I bring a trailer load in, I don't throw it on the ground. I leave it on the trailer until I'm ready to take it off the trailer and split it and throw it in this pile. Because if I throw it on the ground, that's one more time I have to bend over and pick it up. And I'm not going to bend over and pick it up any more times than I have to. So, from there to the splitter to this pile. Now what I do is I lay some plastic down. Now all this wood will be picked up again and either stacked in the building or on the back porch. So what I do is I lay plastic down. This is a heavy, like tarp type plastic. I lay it down on the ground, and then if for some reason I don't get to this wood before winter sets in and it freezes, it won't be frozen to the ground, and it won't be sucking all the moisture out of the ground. I know there's going to be a little bit of water left on the tarp in places that'll turn to ice, but I can knock it off. When it's full of mud, it's just not good. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up and start splitting some wood. Brandon here helping me, which is really nice to have somebody give you a hand. Now this piece of wood here, you would see, this would be a Y in a tree. So I know that I can split this leg coming off this side, and I should be able to get wood off this side. So I'm going to go ahead and try to split this piece. Now look, the grain, I just went with the grain. See how this is? I can actually split it again here, and I can split it over here. Watch when I split it over here. Now we're still in the straight grain. We haven't got to the knot yet. We're going to pull another piece off of here. Still a little big for the wood burner. Still straight grain. What we have left is this piece here. Pretty nasty, so I'm just going to stick it in this way and split it with the grain that way. Now we still stayed straight with the grain, and we still got us a nice piece of wood. I'm going to do one more. A lot of times pieces like this, people will just throw them onto the side because they're no good. Here's what I'll do. We're going to split that big hunk off that was not really any good to us. We'll use this in the wood burner in the garage. Now we got a perfect fine piece of wood again. If it doesn't burn in the house, we burn it in the garage. Okay, that's about an hour's worth of work in that trailer, and that was a pretty good sized load of wood. Compared to a hatchet, there's no comparison with a hatchet and this log splitter. The log splitter definitely works better and a lot less work. And it's nice when you got a son there, it'll come along and give you a hand. And Brandon did give me a hand. Took us less than an hour to get quite a bit of wood cut. So I hope this helped a lot of you guys out there. It's just starting out using a log splitter. I'd like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.